Welcome to the Voluntary Tennis Academy. My name is Coach James. Patrick came to visit us from Hungary. He's 8 years old, hitting the ball pretty good, my friend. For somebody who's 8 years old, I think you hit the ball very, very well. Okay, now we're going to take a look at it. I'm going to play it in slow motion in a minute, make some suggestions based upon the techniques that we teach here. What we'd like to see you doing, one of the biggest suggestions is trying to extend through the hit. We want to see your arm go a little bit straighter when you hit the ball. When you hit this ball, we'd like to see that arm going a little bit straighter. What do I mean by that? Look, see how it's bent here? There's a 90-degree bend in that elbow right there, and then it stays there, it stays there, it stays there. See, it's still 90 degrees of a bend. We'd like to see you trying to straighten the arm a little bit. We don't focus on short backswings here at the Academy. We like to see small, little, simple, compact backswings so that you can focus on swinging out through the ball and brushing up. And in order to do that, we like to see our students have our feet wide apart. Nice wide base, a low base with the knees bent. We like to see those elbows pushed out in front of that stomach a little bit more. Keep the racket head up. Turn the hips and shoulders to the side. Should put the racket on the side. This is it. Now all you can do now is just sort of let it fall down, okay? Just turn, let it fall down. That'll help you with a small backswing. Okay, I think that'll help you and focus on hitting out through the ball. But sometimes a student will keep going back with their arm. Now, you're only 8 years old and you're doing very well. It is my job to make you a video that'll last you a long time. The handle starts to point towards that side fence. We call this one a little bit larger backswing. Okay, so we use this as a learning tool. We like to see that handle pointed towards the net post or out towards the net. Okay, again, this is a learning tool. You're only 8, but I'm going to explain to you how that we teach it here. Left hand all the way out, trying to catch the ball, trying to straighten that arm. The brush is pretty good. Palm out at the end. We like to see our students catching it. I'm going to show you some examples of some world-class tennis players. The first example that I'm going to show you is former world number 1 Martina Hingis. You watch Martina Hingis, she won a lot of Grand Slams. A nice steady backswing. Look at this. It's very steady. The strings are above the hand. She's going to let it fall down. Now that handle is pointed out towards the net post, so it's a little bit smaller backswing. All the way out, turns the racket up, and then she finishes. The elbow goes up to the height of the shoulder. And take a look at Roger Federer here. This one is Roger Federer. Watch what happens. He's going to get to the side. Left hand out to catch the ball. His racket goes underneath the ball. His arm goes straighter. This is what you're going to focus on, hopefully, as you get a little bit older, how that arm gets a little bit straighter. He's trying to swing forward to the ball. He will also get his brush up. I'm going to back it up. Look, see the racket gets under. He goes out to the ball. Out. Hits it forward. Hits it forward. Does the brush up. When it passes in front of him, those strings are pointed out towards the net and the elbow to the same height as the shoulder. I'm going to take a look at your backhand side now. With the backhand, we like to see our students relaxing the arms and trying to get the racket head underneath the ball, turning it up, and trying to get those arms straight as we strike the ball. Okay, all the way out, all the way up. This was a pretty good shot, my friend, especially considering you're 8 years old. I think you're doing pretty well. All the way down, all the way up. What we want to try to see is more of a loopy motion here. We want to try to see a small backswing. I brought you towards the net to see what would happen. We got to drop that racket head under the ball. So you can think of it as getting those strings, the string bed, the racket head underneath your hand more. There's the strings, there's your hand. It'd be better if we can get those strings down a little bit lower. Let's go back to this one, split the screen, show you some examples. The first example, Andre Agassi's going to hit the ball kind of flat for you, but it'll show you some other things. This is one of the reasons I like to use this one. He's going to relax his arms. Look at the racket. He's going to make a nice gentle loop. It looks like I have to move you over just a little bit there so that you don't fall off the screen. See his nice gentle loop? Nice small backswing. Look at the racket, how it gets down. The strings are underneath the hand, all the way out, all the way up. He does hit that one flat. His arms go straight. The back foot comes all the way around. Good balance at the end. Very good example of topspin is Rafael Nadal. Nadal is a left-handed tennis player, but the computer... Here he is, Nadal. We're going to show. Well, he uses a Western grip, and we focus on semi-Westerns here, so I don't often use his forehand. But he has a beautiful backhand. Now, I flipped him. The computer did a little mirror image. The whole idea for you to think about is that he hits in this box off the left side of the body. The racket will go underneath the hands. It'll go here, and then it'll go up. Okay, that's what you're going to see. Ready? Here we go. Let's let him hit the ball. He's going to get underneath the ball, and he's going to turn the racket head up. And brush out, brush all the way up. Left arm goes straight. You can see some strings all the way out. A good solid finish. Your finish is looking pretty good. A little bit of a bend there. The palm is out and the strings are out. Okay, so Hopefully you can learn from this. Let's play the whole thing all the way through, nice and slow, all the way through from beginning to end, all the way, brushing up, all the way out, and then the finish, the back foot comes around. Now I got to take a look at your serve for you. Here he goes, my man. I'll tell you what, for an 8-year-old, that's looking pretty good. I'm telling you that right now. Play it in slow motion. We've got to keep our hips sideways. The ball toss up, okay? And now, when we find a good trophy position that the strings will be facing me, we've got to be very careful. Sometimes when we're learning the serve, this happens where the strings are pointed up. When that racket gets behind you, we like to see those strings pointed towards your back. You're going to learn that as you get older. Use a good, strong continental grip. You're a little bit closer to an Eastern forehand, but it's okay right now. Make sure you're hitting up and out. Make sure you stay up with the right shoulder up. You got to keep your right shoulder all the way up and out through the hit. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of the serve. How we teach it here, one of the easiest ways is to take a look very quickly here at Maria Sharapova. Watch. Maria Sharapova has a strong continental grip. She leaves her elbow down. She finds her nice, strong trophy position here. That's the trophy position when those strings with a continental grip are pointed towards the camera. This is all up and the elbow is down. Right there is the trophy position. I'm going to let that racket fall forward. See how it falls forward all the way up and throws it out. I'm going to show you a couple more examples. This one is now bandy, and look what he does with his racket. The racket comes behind, and the strings are pointed towards his shoulder. You're going to learn that as you get bigger and get stronger. Okay, look at this one. This is a different camera angle. This one is Tommy Haas. Look how it comes back. When you get a good, strong continental grip, this is your goal. When you get a little bit bigger and you get a little bit stronger, all the way up, all the way out. Okay? Got to finish up your video for the day. It was a pleasure making the video. So we hope that you can use it as a good learning tool. We wish you the best of luck with your tennis. Thank you for coming to the Academy, and we hope to see you again Sunday. Thank you.